NA deputies begin to elect state president today.
Israel calls for invasion of South Lebanon to destroy Hezbollah.
Iran to hold early presidential election in June.
You're watching today's news on NTV channel. My name is Ha Zhang, your host. According to the scheduled program of the 7th session, from late this afternoon, May the 21st, the 15th National Assembly just began the process of electing the president for the 2021-2025 term. Previously, the Central Party Committee last Saturday recommended Public Security Minister To Lâm, a Politburo member and Minister of Public Security, for the NA to elect as president.
Earlier this afternoon, on behalf of the National Assembly Standing Committee, National Assembly Secretary-General Bùi Van Quong presented a proposal to relieve To Lâm from his current position as the Minister of Public Security, ahead of the vote affirming him as the President of Vietnam. Regarding the process of electing the president, late this afternoon, the National Assembly Standing Committee presented a list of nominees for the deputies to elect the president. The delegates then discussed in group the list. On May 22 morning, the NA Standing Committee will present a report on the deputies' opinions for discussions, and the deputies will vote for the list. The election will be done by a secret ballot. After the vote counting committee announced the results, the NA then discusses and votes to pass a resolution to elect the president. The newly elected president will take the oath of office and deliver a speech at the swearing-in ceremony.
Israel has recently threatened to go to war to force Hezbollah away from the border if it continues to attack their northern communities.
Northern Israel is now home to about 70,000 people since the conflict broke out in the Gaza Strip. International efforts, including France and the US, to resolve the issue through diplomacy have failed so far, as Hezbollah maintains it will not enter into any specific discussions with Israel unless there is a ceasefire in Gaza, where Israel is fighting Hamas. Cross-border fighting lasting more than 7 months between Israel and Hezbollah has caused the deaths of nearly 440 people on both sides. The frequency of Hezbollah bombardments into Israel has tended to increase since Israel launched a ground attack on the city of Rafah in the southern Gaza Strip on May 7th.
Iran announced to hold early presidential elections on June the 28th after President Ebrahim Raisi died in a helicopter crash.
According to state-run news agency IRNA, the election schedule was approved at a meeting of leaders of the judiciary, government, and parliament. Presidential candidates began to register for May 20th, and the election campaign will take place June 12 to 27. First Vice President of Iran Mohammad Mokbar, 69 years old, was appointed acting president Monday after Raisi's death. Mr. Mokbar is the highest-ranking official among Iran's 12 vice presidents and is considered a close person to Iran's supreme leader Khamenei. A funeral procession for Raisi and Emir Abdalian will be held in the northwestern city of Tabriz on Tuesday. All of the officials killed in Sunday's helicopter crash will be buried in Qom, in central Iran, Tehran, on May 22nd.
Coming up next are some of the news.
Deputy Prime Minister Lê Minh Khai said that by the end of 2023, the whole country has set aside 680,000 billion Vietnamese dongs to implement the new salary policy. Compared to the government's report in October 2023, this number has increased by 120,000 billion Vietnamese dongs. According to the Deputy Prime Minister, preparations are being actively implemented so that the new salary policy will be implemented from July 1st. At the moment, related agencies have completed 19 circulars guiding functions, tasks, and powers of specialized agencies under the provincial and district people's committees. 20 ministries and branches have also issued circulars guiding the employment positions of specialized civil servants.
Nghệ and Provincial People's Committee approved the action plan to implement conclusion number 36 of the Politburo on ensuring water source security and safety of dams and reservoirs until 2030, with a vision to 2045. In particular, propaganda on ensuring water source security and safety of dams and reservoirs in the new situation has been enhanced. The system of legal documents, mechanisms and policies related to water source security and safety of dams and reservoirs in the province will also be adjusted, supplemented and completed to ensure uniformity, feasibility. Nghệ An has 1,061 water reservoirs. Up to this point, 126 reservoirs have only reached less than 50% their capacity.
The Criminal Police Department of Nghệ An Police recently prosecuted and temporarily detained Tran Thi Hang Na, 40 years old, residing in Dien Ngoc Commune, Dien Chau District for fraud. Initially, the police department determined that, from the beginning of 2022 to mid-2023, Tran Thi Hang Na received more than 20 billion Vietnamese dongs from 500 citizens in many provinces and cities nationwide. Those people wanted to work abroad. Na spent all the money on debt and personal expenses. At the moment, the case is now under further investigation.
Mường Lống Plum Picking Festival 2024 in Kishan District have been recently organized in an attempt to connect the production and consumption. It was also a good opportunity to preserve and promote the Hmong ethnic cultural identity. Mường Lống Commune, Kishan District is a locality with the largest plum growing area in Nghệ An Province with over 30 hectares. Total output is estimated at over 30 tons. Kishan's Plum Picking Festival in 2024 has many diverse activities that attract the tourists from near and far to Mường Lống Commune, a place known as Sapa of Nghệ An.
It's good to immerse yourself in the very joyful, youthful atmosphere. I can better feel the culture of the Hmong people in this land.
Hopefully in the future, Kishan District will hold an even bigger ceremony so that more and more people from other localities can participate.
To promote economic value of plums, in recent years, the party committee and authorities of this Highland district have paid attention to investing and supporting people to grow better plum gardens.
After this event, we will continue to promote tourism products as well as develop plum trees to talk of the advantages of plum, bringing economic value to households.
The 2024 Mường Lống Plum Picking Festival is truly an opportunity to promote the Kishan Plum brand, in particular, the traditional cultural beauty of the Hmong people in Kishan District in general to tourists. It's time to say goodbye. Thank you for watching and hope to see you next time.